Check out this Gyarados' attack stat with a beneficial nature. Here's that same exact Gyarados with a hindering nature and attack. Changing a Pokemon's stats between a hindering and beneficial nature makes a huge difference. In the previous video in this series, we learned that a Pokemon's nature is one of the 4 factors that determine its stats. A beneficial nature increases the value of a stat by 10%, while a hindering nature lowers the value of a stat by 10%. You can check the effects of your Pokemon's nature on its stats by looking for the red and blue arrows on the graph. If your Pokemon's graph doesn't have a red or blue arrow, that means that its nature does not benefit or hinder any of its stats. Out of these 25 natures, we can boil it down to 8 natures that see the most use. These natures are the most widely used because they're hindering in either attack or special attack. If a Pokemon is a physical attacker, they're never going to use the special attack stat. And the inverse is true for special attackers. They are never going to use their attack stat, so we don't mind hindering it. Here's a simple rule for new Pokemon trainers to make the most out of natures. Give your physical attackers the Adamant nature. The Adamant nature is beneficial to the attack stat while it hinders the special attack stat. And do the opposite for your special attackers. Give them the Modest nature, which boosts the special attack while lowering the physical attack. You can choose your Pokemon's nature through breeding, but the easiest way to change the effects of nature on your Pokemon are mints. Once you have 6 gym badges, you can purchase mints for every single nature from any of the Chansey supply codes for 20,000 Pokédollars a mint. Raising Pokemon can be expensive. To get max money in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, check out the video in our description. When you use a mint, it won't actually change the nature that appears here. The mint will just change the effects that the nature has on a Pokemon's stats. Put the Pokemon you want to use a mint on in your party. To use a mint, open the bag and scroll over to other items. Select the mint. Select the Pokemon to use the mint on. You will have to confirm your selection, and the stats will have changed. That's how you can use mints to choose an optimal nature for your Pokemon. Let's do a quick recap. A beneficial nature increases a stat by 10%, while a hindering nature decreases a stat by 10%. There are 25 natures total. 8 of the natures see the most use because they hinder attack or special attack. In general, you want your Pokemon's nature to hinder whichever of special attack and attack that it's not using. A red arrow means that the nature is beneficial in that stat, while the blue arrow means that the nature is hindering in that stat. A great rule for new trainers is to give physical attacking Pokemon the Adamant nature and give your special attacking Pokemon the Modest nature. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about Pokemon's natures and changing them with mints. Drop a comment if you have anything to add on this topic as well. In the next video, we're going to discuss hyper training IVs with bottle caps. Make sure to not have a bashful nature with the subscribe button and hit it for more DanSquared. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in the DanSquared Dojo.